Hello everyone, this is Surf, and we're back with more in-depth locations for Red Dead Redemption 2. In this sort of video here, we will be taking a look at Dormin Crest and the Snowfield Shack. So, I hope you're ready. But before we go any further, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, do everything you're supposed to do, and let's get into the video. In terms of geography, Dormin Crest lies in the northwestern part of the West Grizzlies, and lies to the west itself of Dormin Creek, just north of Lake Isabella. Now, inside the house itself, the whole place has sort of stuff cluttered all around. There are letters and maps on the walls, there are jars and pots and pans on the shelves around the house, and there's eaten food and some unlit candles on the table. The windows that are in the house have no glass in them, as it would seem they've been broken or not installed at all. And what this guy has done, or what this previous tenant has attempted to do, is for one window, he has used the house shutters, though there are holes in those shutters, to sort of seal up that hole, while in another window he has a empty sack of flour that's just sort of dangling there. Though when I first took a good hard look at this place, it was sort of important to me that there didn't seem to be a fire going, or there wasn't evidence that a fire had been going recently. However, a pot of boiling stew that's still steaming can be found just to the left of the fireplace when you walk in, and it is still bubbling and boiling over. Now, to the less observant, you know me, I'm always observing things. It's totally unclear exactly what this shack was, what whoever lived in it was doing there. However, if you're observant, like I said, you'll be able to see subtle tracks moving out of the house and behind the house towards the hilltop that sits about maybe 50 feet beside the cabin. You follow those tracks all the way. You can use Eagle Eye to get a better look if it gets a little too hard. Sometimes it snows and it fills in the tracks, but if you use Eagle Eye, it'll take you right to the previous owner of the house, and he's sitting there on top of the rock, covered in more than a half a foot of snow, frozen stiff, and deceased. He does have a repeating rifle that you can take, and if you take a picture of him, this is a fun fact. I'm actually doing a little study where I'm collecting all of these subtle, unnamed photographs, where if you take a picture of him, he's automatically labeled on the social club as Mountain Man. And I thought that was really intriguing, because it basically tells you what you need to know. It gives you just the very smallest amount of context to let you know what this guy was all about and why he was up here in the middle of the West Grizzlies in the first place. And it seems that he died just days before the start of the game. I was quite intrigued. So now moving on from Dormin Crest and moving to our second location of this video, Snowfield Shack, which is located south-southwest of Dormin Crest and just west of the upper portion of Lake Isabella. The Snowfield Shack itself is a ruined shelter with its completely snowed in, and its roof has collapsed in on itself, though you can still enter the building. The roof is gone, and the remnants of which coat the floor and the sides of the shack. Though the Snowfield Shack is completely snowed in, it does show signs of overgrowth, such as small shrubs peeking around the back portion of the interior of the shack, wrapping themselves around the treated wood of sort of the walls and the bunk beds. What is left of the inside of this shack, there's really not much. There's a nightstand, a couple bunk beds, a cooking stove, and outside of the shack there is a carriage alongside some luggage. Inside the nightstand that I previously mentioned can be found a cheat code, which is you flourish before you die, which sets health, stamina, and deadeye meters all the way back up to full. Now, the carriage outside of the cabin is, there's nothing inside, it's completely empty. However, it does appear to be in working order. All four wheels are there, and none of them, at least from just looking at it, nothing about the carriage appears to be out of order. So, if you want to ask me, if you want to do a little speculation, partake in a little speculation with me, it seems that people lived there previously, and during some sort of natural weather event, be it the blizzard that basically destroyed Ambarino itself a few years back, it caused this structure to no longer be viable, and perhaps, maybe, killed the people that were in there. It can be said, however, that whoever lived there previously did not appear to have left with their stuff, seeing how probably a small family could only afford about one carriage. Maybe they left in a hurry and left their carriage behind. Then again, there's no graves. So, we are left with very little information in that regard. And that's all the information I really got for you. So, if you like this video, leave a like, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe to everything you are supposed to do. And in the next one, we will be finishing up the West Grizzlies with all of the natural sort of landmarks that can be found there, such as Spider Gorge and Mount Hagen and Glacier, and all your favorites really, all your favorites in Ambarino, your landmarks and water features. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.